Hey,
Hello,
what's up?
how's it going? I'm 22,
Hi. Awesome. When were you born?
2004.
Awesome, man. What month?
Hey, so I'm a Trump
All
supporter.
right, I said what month, King?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
January.
Awesome. That makes sense to me. All right, talk to me. What's up?
So I'm a Trump supporter. There's certainly
Cringe.
things that he's done that I disagree with, but overall, I think he's fought very hard for this country and agree with his policies overall. What are some of the reasons why you disagree with him?
Yeah, man. So he weaponizes the DOJ. He violates people's rights. I think he's a clown on the world stage. I think his terrorists are bad, and I think his rhetoric is abhorrent.
So how does he violate people's rights, though?
Yeah, we could look at a couple different court cases. We could look at JGG versus Trump, AAUP versus Rubio, the case of Ramesa Ozturk herself. We could talk about yeah, we could talk about their Fourth Amendment violations when it came to what they were doing in Minnesota. So yeah,
Okay, yeah, just go ahead and pick one. I mean, personally, I don't think he's the main thing that I
all
don't
right,
agree
yeah.
with him
So
on
we'll
is the
we'll talk about
war.
the First Amendment. Okay. Wait, you want to talk about what?
The war, the Iranian war, that I don't agree with.
Awesome, man. Glad to hear it. Anyways, yeah. So we could talk about First Amendment violations, Fourth Amendment violations, or Fifth Amendment violations. It's up to you.
Let's talk about First Amendment violations. I mean, that's our most important.
Awesome. Before we start this, if I am able to prove to you that he has been violating people's First Amendment rights, Fifth Amendment rights, or Fourth Amendment rights, whichever one we talk about, will you concede that he is unfit to be president, as America is built off of our freedoms, and if our freedoms are being violated by the president intentionally, that is something that we cannot accept?
I mean, if you can convince me, then yeah.
Awesome, man. You'll vote for Democrats in the midterms?
Probably.
Based. Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty
So,
strong Republicans. It's gonna be tough to change my mind, but
oh yeah, no, this isn't a changing mind scenario. This is more of a fact of the matter scenario. So I'm going to give you the fact of the matter. The fact of the matter is that the State Department violated Ramesa Ozturk's First Amendment rights when they tried to deport her or revoke her student visa on the basis of First Amendment protected speech. So they tried to revoke her visa because she wrote an op-ed to the president of her university, telling the head of the university to divest from Israel. That's unacceptable.
I've never heard of that case. You said she wrote a letter to the school.
She wrote an op-ed. Yeah, her and three of her fellow students wrote an op-ed to the head of her university at Tufts University in Massachusetts, one of our premier institutions. I didn't know about it beforehand, but yeah, I've heard that it's really, really good. She was there getting her doctorate. She wrote an op-ed telling them to divest from Israel because these people had perceived some war crimes, whatever the case may be. You don't have to agree with her on what she said, but we have to understand that she is allowed to say it.
I mean, yeah, it's a part of the freedom of speech is you can state your opinion on pretty much any matter.
Basically, yeah.
I haven't heard of that example. I will give you one example during the
Well, no, hold on. Wait, it's not acceptable to me for you to like, oh, well, I haven't heard about that. I'll look into it later. That's not acceptable. So we're
well,
going to
no,
look
because
into
I'm
it now.
agreeing with you on this one.
Well, okay, so if you're agreeing with me on this one, we would agree that Donald Trump is what?
Well, I don't agree that he's unfit to be president, but I do
Well,
agree that
this is why I asked you this question earlier. I said, if I'm able to prove to you that this happened and it was intentional, that you would not support Donald Trump anymore. And now we've come to the conclusion that it did happen, that this is unacceptable, but you're still okay with supporting Donald Trump. Why is that?
well, I have to look into the situation myself because I haven't heard
Okay,
of the
yes.
situation.
So see, that's what we're not going to do. We're not going to go, well, I'll look into it later because I know that you won't. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look into it now. What do you need to see for me to prove my point?
Basically, proof that it happens.
Proof that what happened? What do I need to show you?
Everything you just said about the lady, I need about how he violated her freedom of speech. I do know that he violated Drewski's freedom of speech, which is the point that I was going to get at when he told Erica Kirk to sue Drewski over a comedy skit. That's the example I was going to use. That like, yeah, that's a violation of free speech because it's a simple comedy skit. You're telling Erica Kirk.
Yeah,
to sue
I don't know if that's a violation of freedom of speech. I don't. What do you think freedom of speech is?
Freedom of speech is the freedom to say whatever you want to say, and there's pretty much no limitations to it other than the fact that you can't.
Okay,
like,
okay, yeah.
people.
I'm sorry. What do you think that freedom of speech protects you from?
What do I think it protects you from? What do you mean? I mean, it's our most important amendments. It's what we
Yeah. Okay. Who is not allowed to infringe upon your freedom of speech?
anyone, mostly the government, but anyone, whether it's a
It's
politician.
meant to protect you from the government. Okay. So I'm not sure that if she would have sued Drewski, if that would have been a violation of freedom of speech, I don't think that the lawsuit would have gone well for her, to be fair. However, I don't believe it would have been a violation of his freedom of speech just for a lawsuit being brought.
I mean, it is, because she was trying to silence him, and he...
Well, no, I'm sorry. Just because just because she would have tried to do a lawsuit doesn't necessarily mean it's an infringement on her freedom of speech, bro. Like, what's happening there is a lawsuit is taking place. The lawsuit probably would have been in favor of Drewski. It just wouldn't have been a violation. I don't know what you think a violation is.
A violation. But
even if I can say that, because
freedom of speech doesn't necessarily have to be the government.
Okay. And trying to silence her freedom of speech.
Yeah, I mean, that's what she's doing with the whole lawsuit, is she's trying to shut him up.
Trying to. She never brought the lawsuit, first of all.
No, but she did threaten to.
I don't think that she threatened to. Donald Trump told her to do so. I don't know if she ever threatened to.
Right, and as our president, he shouldn't even be...
Three, once again, if there's no success there, and it isn't, like, free, putting like a chill on freedom of speech, then I don't see a way in which that would have been a violation of freedom of speech. You can say that it's maybe a chilling effect, but you would have to demonstrate the fact that there is chilling occurring. Anyways, because I don't care about this point. You don't care about this point. No one in America cares about this point, unless you just don't care about politics and all you're interested in is pop culture. Back to the point. What do I need to show you to prove to you the fact that Ramesa Ozturk had her First Amendment violated?
Well, show me the evidence. Show me what you're basing this off of. Show me...
Okay, I'm asking you what evidence you want to see.
Whatever evidence you're basing this off of, because clearly you saw something that made you come to this conclusion. Clearly you saw something that was convincing enough for you to determine that this was a true story and that Trump is against our freedom of speech, even though he's one of the biggest advocators for free speech that I've ever seen before.
Really? You really think that he's... When he literally smears the free press every single day, every single time he has a chance, he smears the free press, but you think he's an advocate for freedom of speech?
He doesn't smear the press. He calls them out for fake news, which is correct.
No, I'm sorry. He literally smears the free press. I'm sorry, this is a really stupid point that you're trying to bring out. He literally smears the press. He says things as such like, these people report 98% bad things about me, and I think that should be illegal. That's literally an attack on our First Amendment. Whether or not it's true that they say 98% bad things of him, which
actually, no, he's correct.
Granted, it would be warranted, first of all. Second of all, that is a direct attack on the freedom of speech. If you don't think that going after the free press and saying what they do should be illegal isn't an attack on freedom of speech, I don't know what you think would be.
Well, no, he's correct, because if they're telling lies about him and they're spreading rumors just to ruin his reputation that they know are not true, that's actually defamation, and he's actually
I'm sorry.
For
the president of the United States saying that what they do should be illegal, referring to the fact that their reporting of Donald Trump is 98% negative, which once again he based that off no evidence. Saying that what they do should be illegal is a definite attack on freedom of the press. And if you don't think so, I think you're deluded. And I don't think there was actually anything I could have told you during this conversation for you to lose support for this president.
Well, they have spread defamatory statements about Trump and about other people. I don't watch the news because all they do is lie about pretty much everything.
Like what? What defamatory statements have they said?
What about when they made fun of Trump for wearing a blue suit to an all-black funeral, and then when you zoom out of the picture, there's plenty of other people wearing blue suits?
I'm sorry, what was it? What's defamatory? I'm sorry, what's the defamatory part there?
Well, if I recall, they specifically
I'm sorry. Do you actually think that matters? Do you think that them pointing out a blue suit, do you think that matters?
Well, they're going to tell a little lie. They're obviously going to tell bigger lies, too.
I'm sorry. I'm not asking if they told a lie. I'm not asking that at all. I said, do you even think that matters? Do you think them saying that matters?
Everything they say matters.
Does that matter?
Because if they're willing to lie about one little thing, they're going to lie about big things.
Donald Trump wore a blue suit to a all-black funeral.
My point isn't the suit themselves. My point is they lied because they specifically stated that he was the only one.
I can grant that the media does lie. But you guys have no ground. You on the right have no ground to stand on when it comes to complaining about colors of suits. You guys complained about Obama wearing a tan suit. You guys don't have any ground to stand on if you're going to bring up suits.
Well, Obama
no stand on. This makes no sense. You have nothing to say.
Obama actually did things that were unconstitutional, like trying to force Americans to buy his healthcare.
I've already told you instances in which Donald Trump has violated the Constitution. You did not give a fuck. Stop pretending like you care about the Constitution. That's
I care
number
very
one.
much about the Constitution.
Number two, when was it litigated that Obama was violating our Constitution intentfully?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe when he tried to force Americans to buy Obamacare, which is a direct violation of our constitutional rights.
Point me to the court case.
There is no court case because it was never taken to court. But I will tell you...
Why was it never taken to court? Wait, I'm sorry. Why was it never taken to court?
Because he's a corrupt Democrat.
Because he's a corrupt Democrat? Do you think that he controls the people who bring the suits or who bring the challenges?
Yeah, he was a fucking president of the United States.
Wait, okay, so that's a really stupid thing to say. You understand that Donald Trump has been brought court cases that oppose his actions, right? By other people. It's not... The president of the United States they don't get to decide what is legal and illegal. That's not how this works.
Yeah, okay? They're not supposed to, but they do.
Well, no, they don't. Period. Whatsoever. They sign into laws. That's it. Unless you're Donald Trump. That's it.
Okay, no, I would argue Donald Trump, he can't even get a fucking ballroom proof. Meanwhile, Obama can force Obamacare.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is the East Wing not destroyed right now and getting built right now? I'm sorry. That was a really stupid thing for you to say. Once again, we're talking about law, though. To be super clear, there has been multiple court cases that have been brought against the Trump administration, like JGG versus Trump, for an example. That is one of the times in which people's rights were violated was JGG versus Trump. That was brought against Donald Trump himself as the president of the United States. Why do you think that no one brought a case or a suit against Obama?
Because they're retarded.
Well,
Donald Trump is the best president that we've had so far.
TOS, buddy. At Livy, thanks for the follow. Let's get through all these follows. I appreciate you, everybody. Marvy, thanks for the follow.
Look at that. He couldn't even let me finish a fucking sentence. What a fucking loser.